Hi guys, and thank you so much for joining me for You Can Quote Me on That. Today's quote comes from one of my favorite first ladies of all time, Eleanor Roosevelt, second to none other than Michelle Obama. Eleanor Roosevelt said, "Do what you feel in your heart to be right, for you will be criticized anyway. You will be damned if you do, and damned if you don't." I was speaking to a psychologist on yesterday, and she said that she watches my quotes daily, and I was honored because she said that my quotes always leave her feeling much more encouraged and hopeful for what is going on in our nation and hopeful for our future. And I was just very moved. And then she asked me my why, as in, why do I do the quotes? And I told her, in addition to doing them for my own personal reasons, when I was looking, around when all of this started, when Corona started, and when what I call the racial hate wave started, the people that I looked to as thought leaders and inspirational speakers, I didn't see them addressing the children in cages at our borders. I didn't see them addressing the racial hate wave. I didn't see them addressing the fact that 30 million Americans lost their jobs, or like me, got their hours decreased to nearly nothing, and are still trying to survive, on that without any kind of support from our government. I didn't see them addressing that, and that was something that I felt there have got to be more people in this nation like me who need support to walk through things. And so I started doing the quotes to encourage myself, and I figured anyone who needed the encouragement also could look to those quotes. And so that's my why. And so she said it was wonderful that I was doing that, and she agreed with me that one of the things that needed to change about America, from her professional opinion, is that we leave people alone with things too much. We tell people that they shouldn't talk about certain topics because it's taboo to talk about those things. We don't want to talk about race. We don't want to talk about politics. We don't want to talk about things that are gonna make us uncomfortable. Those uncomfortable conversations don't need to be had, right? And so she encouraged me to talk about what I told her I was going to talk about today. And so I'm going to start with some thanks, okay? Taraji P. Henson, beautiful actress. Thank you so much for being an incredible role model for so many women like me, and everyone else who's just looking to you as a great actress. But in addition, you recently spoke about the fact that you were engaged and it did not work out, and you said that you tried, but it just didn't work out. And I think sometimes we shy away from speaking that truth when we have to say we're single, because, oh my gosh, what's wrong with you? You're single, all right? Nothing at all. And then we shy away from sharing that with people. And so I just want to thank you for being brave enough to be authentic and step out in your truth for everybody else who needed you to. Okay, thank you to Taraji P. Henson. Thank you so much to John Legend and to Chrissy Teigen for stepping out in your truth and being authentic and transparent. I know that I saw and read all the criticism on social media coming your way, saying that you guys were oversharers for saying that you lost a baby, and that should have been a moment that you kept to yourself. Okay, so here's the reality of my life. When I was 29 years old, I lost a child that I wanted more than the air that I breathe. And while I was losing the child, I was in my bedroom that night, and my partner at the time, the attorney that I was dating, looked at me and he said, "I can't do this," mind you, while I'm in the middle of losing the child. And he walked out of my room and out of my life. The next morning I had an address to give to help raise money for women and children in need in Washington State. And so I didn't get to properly grieve that. I didn't get any support to go through that at the time. And so for the next 2-3 years, I was so depressed and broken beyond recognition because I had to go through it alone. And so if I can just circle back to what I initially said, Chrissy and John, thank you so much for just being authentically you and walking in your truth and showing people that it is okay to speak about the things that hurt us, because those who are dealing with that can come alongside us, and they can be love and light to us. And then next, I just want to say that I believe, in moments of adversity, heaven will send angels in the way of love here on earth to hold you in moments where you cannot hold yourself and in moments where you cannot stand up yourself. And if I can encourage anybody who is dealing with breast cancer this month, who is dealing with infant loss, who is dealing with fetal loss, who is dealing with the racial hate wave, as I call it here in the United States, who is dealing with decreased hours or job loss and trying to figure out how you're going to manage that. Anybody who is dealing with relationship loss, or what I'm going to speak about next, what's going on in Nigeria. Can you do me a favor? And just in this moment where you are fighting adversity and you're trying to move forward, please lean on people around you. Let love hold you right now when you cannot hold yourself up. Okay? We're all here. And now to step into the what's next, I want to thank you guys. So many of you, honestly, from Nigeria have reached out to me via social media at 2 and 3 in the morning. And it's okay. It's a good thing. You reached out to me and you have asked me to pray with you. And you've asked me if there's anything that I could do to get vocal on what's going on in Nigeria. First, thank you so much for reaching out to me. I want to be there for people. It is how I feel like I live my best life, by helping people. And so thank you for reaching out to me. It's just odd that while we are fighting in our nation as African Americans to feel like genocide is not going on, with authorities looking the other way while we're being killed, you all also in Nigeria are dealing with SARS, where police are raping and killing and robbing the citizens of Nigeria with zero accountability because they are the authority. And so if I can just tell you anything, I'm grateful that you allowed me to pray with you. I am continuing to pray with you, Nigeria. You are not alone. And can I just say that any true American, no matter what we are carrying, that load is never going to be so heavy that we are not able to shoulder what's going on for someone who's truly in need, okay? And so Nigeria, America is here for you. I am here for you, okay? I know it's super scary there right now, and I've dealt with my own fears here in America, but I want you to know you're not dealing with it alone. All adversity that I've gone through in this life, the only way that I got through it was leaning on people. If there's more that we can do as Americans, aside from pray with you, and aside from fund organizations that are trying to address the fact that the police brutality has gotten as bad as it's gotten there, let me know. I am absolutely here for you, okay? And again, in this season, do what you feel in your heart to be right. Reach out. Speak your truth to people who can be your angels here on earth, and let their love hold you when you can't hold yourself up. Okay? I'm speaking from experience. All right. And so now that we've addressed that, we are now 10 days away from what I feel is the most important election of our entire lifetime. And so I just want to say another thanks to all of you who have allowed yourselves to think about and dream about and hope about ways that you can bring hope and be a part of the solution at this moment in the United States, where so much darkness and upheaval and hate seems to be running rampant. Thank you so much for all of you who are committed to being the solution. Thank you for all of you who are dedicated to greeting this moment and fighting the darkness and hate with light and love. I'm here with you. In 10 days, I promise you, I will meet you at the polls. Okay? Love will win. Until next time.